REED-BBS, BBS. The Ring 4, Night of the Samurai, Saturday, December 27th, from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Based on the top 3 fights of this card, you could just as easily refer to it as Japan versus Mexico instead of Night of the Samurai. We got Japan's Naoya Inoue squaring off against Mexico's David Allen El Rey Picasso for Inoue's Undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship of the world. We got Japan's Junto Nakatani moving on up, pulling a Georgian Wheezy, moving on up to Super Bantamweight to face Sebastian Hernandez Reyes. That was Mexico's Sebastian Hernandez Reyes versus Japan's Junto Nakatani. We got Japan's 2-division titleist Kenshiro Teraji pulling the Georgian Wheezy, moving on up from flyweight to super flyweight, moving on up to face Mexico's Willibaldo Garcia for Garcia's IBF super flyweight title. The thing about it is, Mexico isn't expected to do very well in any of those 3 fights, thus the name Night of the Samurai in lieu of Japan versus Mexico. Now what this really is some good old school fight promotion on behalf of His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. When you have a fight sitting right over there, I don't know, let's say hypothetically between 2 pound-for-pound guys, and for shits and giggles, let's say those 2 pound-for-pound guys both happen to be from Japan. What better way to ring the alarm, to sound the alarm, to bring hype to that pairing of those 2 than to feature them on a card like this one, like Night of the Samurai? What better way to showcase them, to propel them to their fight? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got Inoue, we got Nakatani, 2 Japanese highly ranked pound-for-pound fighters being featured on the same card because they will be facing each other sometime, probably early in 2026. Getting into Night of the Samurai a little bit, as much as I love my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, Naoya Inoue, I am not a fan of this fight with David Allen El Rey Picasso. I'm not a fan of this fight at all. And here's why. Ramon Cardenas. Remember him? 2025 Fight of the Year candidate with Inoue earlier this year, back in May. Replacement opponent. Replacement opponent for who? For who? We only know who Ramon Cardenas is because David Allen El Rey Picasso withdrew from his WBC mandated title shot at Inoue. He withdrew from it. He had the opportunity and he said, nah, I'm good. I'm pushing away from the table. I'm good. I don't want it. And it's not like Picasso made this move a year ago, 2 years ago. He made this move this year. Same year, 2025. I'm talking like February, March. He made this decision. So now September, we're gonna say, yeah, September, October, yeah. You're the guy. You're gonna get a December fight with Inoue. You weren't ready for it earlier this year, but now magically you're ready for it. I don't like that. In boxing, the level of improvement isn't such that within the same calendar year, you can go from, man, my trainer don't want me fucking with this guy, to, oh yeah, that guy, I'll beat him. Yeah, come on, let's do that. You don't make those type of leaps in boxing in the same calendar year. You just don't. David David El Rey Picasso, he wasn't ready then. He isn't ready now. So why does he get this shot? And riddle me this, Batman. Why did he maintain his #1 ranking with the WBC? When the mandatory says, hey, I don't want my mandatory, next man up. Who else wants this mandatory? But no, he got to maintain his spot. And I don't like that. From my perspective of Inoue fandom, all we heard all year for December was Nick Ball. Nick Ball, Nick Ball, Nick Ball. That's all we heard in terms of Inoue's plans to close out the year. Moving on up. Inoue pulling a Georgian Wheezy of his own. Moving on up to featherweight. To keep in that race with TerenceCrawford. With Alexander Usyk. But now, just out of nowhere, in the 11th hour, David Allen, El Rey, Picasso can just revisit a mandatory shot that he chose to not take. He didn't want it. He neglected it. He said he didn't want it then. Now he gets to come back and say, yeah, let's revisit that. I want that now. I don't like that. Time is definitely on Inoue's side and all that pound for pound shit. With Bud and Usyk already being 38, Inoue is like 6 full years younger than both of them. And though it may seem like he's treading water with these mandatory and replacement opponents, Inoue is busy as fuck. We gotta love the activity level. 4 fights in 2025. Who else is doing that? REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television. Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.